Ronnie O'Sullivan looked to be coasting into the quarterfinals at Sheffield's Crucible Theatre until John Higgins produced a stunning fightback to close the gap to just 2 frames on Sunday evening. With the best-of-25 tie resuming on Monday, this legendary rivalry is far from settled. We also round up the day's other second-round action, including Zhao Xintong's progress and Judd Trump's overnight advantage. For a long stretch of Sunday evening, the Crucible looked like witnessing a straightforward procession. Ronnie O'Sullivan, chasing a record-extending 8th world title, had opened up a 5-frame cushion twice over and appeared to be dictating proceedings with all his customary authority. Then John Higgins remembered he had been doing this sort of thing since 1992 as well. The match resumes on Monday, with O'Sullivan holding a 2-frame advantage in a best-of-25 contest. A place in the quarterfinals is the prize, and given what unfolded in Sunday's second session, nothing can be taken for granted by either man. This is, after all, a rivalry that has produced some of the most compelling snooker of the modern era, and Higgins has demonstrated he still possesses every weapon required to turn this tie around. Converting pressure frames with those kinds of scores suggests Trump was not merely scraping through, but beginning to impose his own tempo on the match. Elsewhere, Trump will be the firm favorite to complete his expected progress against Vaffe, while Robertson appears likely to close out his match with Wakelin, given a 4-frame advantage with 9 to play.